Day 41. Got fed up with the storms washing away my lean-to. Pretty much done building the permanent shelter. Just a rough bungalow with a thatched roof, but it's up on stilts. This is much better. Nice to have a roof. Next I plan to start cutting down these ugly white palms and build a signal platform at the top of the hill. I swear I keep hearing weird noises at night, like machines or something. I must be imagining it. I've been over every inch of this forsaken rock. Still no ship sighted. Gotta get out of here. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Oyster Boy Survives. As I said in the previous episode, I think in this episode we're going to try to find the Castaway and return him to the bungalow. And I think we're going to do that by getting a villager in here. But it's not my intention to attempt to travel far and wide and actually find a village somewhere on some continent and then bring a villager back by boat. But I thought we would see if we could capture a zombie villager somewhere on this island and then cure him. Now, as you may or may not know, in order to cure a zombie villager, you have to hit him with a potion of weakness, and then you have to feed him a golden apple. That's what the golden apple over there on my left side is. And above that are the ingredients for a splash potion of weakness. You got a spider eye over there. On the right, you combine the spider eye with a brown mushroom and sugar in a crafting table, and that gives you a fermented spider eye. Gross. And then you put the fermented spider eye in the brewing stand, and that will give you potion of weakness. And then you add the gunpowder to the brewing stand, and that will give you a splash potion of weakness. In other words, a potion that will have an effect when you throw it. So, if we do that, if we throw a splash potion of weakness at a zombified villager, and then give him a golden apple, he will enter a sort of... well, he enters a state, and after a little while, he transforms back into a normal villager. This is actually a rather difficult job for us. The island is small, it's fully lit, so we're not getting zombies spawning on it. So what we're going to have to do is either find a cave with a dark place in it, or what I think I'm probably going to end up doing is carving out a big room, leaving it unlit, and then waiting in there for a zombie villager to spawn. And then once I convert him into a villager, I'm going to have to figure out how to get him up here. I don't really have a lot of materials with which to make like rail cart, a mine cart and rails to bring him up. I don't know, maybe I can stick him in a boat. I've never tried that. I don't know if you can put a villager in a boat. But I will have to give that a try. But in the meantime, I can at least make the potions. So let's do that, shall we? Alright, so the first thing we need is a fermented spider eye. So let's get the spider eye, and the mushroom, and the sugar. And we'll come over here to the crafting table, and we put the spider eye, the sugar, and the mushroom in there, and you get a fermented spider eye, which is disgusting. And we can put that into the brewing stand. There we go. That's going to make the weakness potion. So let's take these item frames down. Certainly don't need those there. How are we doing? Almost done. Okay, we have 3 potions of weakness. Now let's get the gunpowder to turn them into splash potions of weakness. There we go. And the apple, well, that we're just going to have to carry around with us. Let's not eat it by accident, though. There you go. 3 splash potions of weakness. Fabulous. And Huh, there's a potion of instant healing in here. Yeah, I bet a witch dropped that. I was fighting a witch and she dropped it. Alright, let's put some fresh water bottles into the brewing stand so that the next time we need it, it's already primed and ready to go. Alright. So, like I said, I'm going to have to open up a dark place underneath this resource center. Maybe, let's see, if we go down here, this is the level where the item elevator is, where our waterfall contraption from the last episode is. So if we go down another layer like this, to say this corner, where are we now? We're at Y41. Let's go a little bit lower. Okay, so now here is a passageway into some caves that I think I found in like the very first or second episode. These caves have been fully explored and lit up. So what I could do is I could go down one of these side passages and remove the light so that things will start spawning in here again. What I would need to do, though, is I would need to build a trap to catch a zombie villager in so that I can keep him and deal with giving him the potions and curing him. And then once he's in the trap, I can light the area back up again. So, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. So let me think about a trap for a minute. There's a couple of really basic ones that are easy to make. That should suffice. And I will get back to you shortly. Okay. This is attempt number 1 at a sort of a crude trap. It's not very special. It's just 4 trapdoors linked by redstone lines to 4 buttons. And any one button will send enough of a signal to open all 4 trapdoors. Like that. So the idea is you have a mob come in here, start coming towards you, and you sort of move back and forth and get him to step on the trapdoors and then hit the buttons, and in he goes. It's just a 2x2 drop. And if it's a zombie villager you want, you get him in there, and then you kill off the other mobs, light the area up. You can't wander far, because he might despawn. So you light the area up, you give him the potion of weakness, you give him the golden apple, and once the area is lit up, you should be okay, but you're just going to have to sit here and wait until he changes. Once he changes into a villager, he should not despawn. And since he's covered, he should be protected in here, so you can go away and figure out a way to get him out of here. So that part I haven't figured out yet. I haven't figured out how the heck do I get him out of here. That will be problem number 2. Well, one problem at a time. See, ordinarily I would set this up on the surface, someplace where I had a nice big island where, or nice big plains where zombies could spawn. The little islands around us aren't big enough for it. Alright, well, I'm going to try, what I want to do is I want to enlarge this area back here, dig it out a little bit more so it's a little bigger, and then take the lights out, take out these lights, and take out pretty much all the lights back to about here. So we'll just leave that torch and this torch here. So this area will be lit. And at that point, standing this far back, things should be spawning over there and coming down here to get me. That's the plan. Alright, so let me do a little digging, and then I'll get back to you. Well, while I was digging, I apparently hit the floor of the ocean, and the water came rushing out here, and destroyed my little contraption. So I'm going to have to build it back up again. Fortunately, it's not hard to build, so let's just do it. And I'm going to have to change the direction I'm digging in up there. Let me see, that goes like that. And there were 2 more buttons. That goes there and there. Yeah, and we lost the torch over here. Let's put it back. We don't want things spawning until we're ready. Alright. So apparently, that gravel right there marks the bottom of the ocean. So I'm just going to dig out a little bit here. What if I go this way? Yeah, okay, we're good. Alright. Ordinarily I would cut away and spare you this, but this is going to be quick, so. Almost done. Almost done. Okay, this comes out like this. Oh, it sure is nice having an efficiency 4 pick. Now let's take this out. There we go. Okay. All right. All right, here goes nothing. Now, we're going to get mobs. Actually, let's put our gear on. We are going to get mobs, but it may be a while before we actually get a zombie villager. That's very likely to be a while. Nothing yet. Okay. Well, as you can see, we got friends. Unfortunately, our friends are all creepers and skeletons. And the skeletons shot the creepers, and the creepers blew up the trap. Go kill that skeleton, that zombie. Save me the trouble. Another creeper up there. And another skeleton up there in the dark. Sorry it's so dark. Alright. Oh, we got a carrot! That's awesome! We have carrots now! Yay! Now we gotta patch up this trap again and not get killed in the process. Here comes another skeleton. Trying this. Alright, I'm gonna leave you again, and I will come back to you, hopefully when we have some real zombie villagers. Well, I haven't really had any luck yet. I'm almost out of arrows. I have had a lot of mob fights, lots of creeper fights, and I keep having to deal with creepers blowing up the trap. So what I'm trying to do now is put in a system whereby I can darken the room with a throw of a switch and lighten the room and all that area back there with the throw of a switch, so that once I get in here, because what happens invariably, I get in here and I start fighting some mobs, and more mobs spawn, and I get overwhelmed. So by setting up this, I can turn the lights on, basically, when I need to turn the lights back on, to prevent the mobs from, I get in here and it's fine. I can deal with the mobs that are in here, but I can't deal with the mobs that are in here plus the additional mobs that are spawning, and also be absolutely certain that none of the redstone will get broken, which is, without having to maintain the trap in the center and keep it, functional. Yeah, I wouldn't really care. This would be easy. I can slug it out with mobs for a good long time. That's not a problem. But with the trap in the center and me trying to keep it from getting blown up, that becomes a little challenging. Let's see. Going that way. There we go. Get a little light over there in that corner. Okay, so now this whole place is lit via redstone lighting. It's all going to go away eventually, but I can switch that off, and now it's all dark. Switch it on, and it's all lit up again. So that removes the darkness that the mobs use to spawn. Alright, so now the question is, can I still set this trap up with all these lamps and things in the way, and then have one switch Oh, that does work. Okay. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that works fine. I gotta get a little close to the mob, but that works. Sure. We'll put one there, too. Okay, yeah, that works. Oy. Alright. Now, of course, the first thing that's going to happen is some damn creeper's going to spawn and he's going to blow up all my stuff. The stumbling block, literally, is probably this light. It's really kind of in the way, isn't it? I wonder if I can move this lamp to someplace better. Like there. Yeah, that seems to work. Yeah, just right up against that. Yeah, that works fine. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go make some more arrows and come back down here and get my butt kicked again. Haven't died yet, but man, this is difficult. Okay. There is a zombie villager in there. There's a lot of other bad guys. And I need to find a way to fight those other bad guys without getting my zombie villager killed. So I'm going to grab some blocks here. I'm going to start by blocking that off. I threw the switch so it's lit up in there. We got a witch as well. Skeletons are going to start fighting with people. I know I saw a zombie villager in there. Ugh, I'm poisoned. Just die, you old cow. Okay, these guys are down. Skeleton's gotta go before he kills somebody. Okay, there's the zombie villager. Right, my understanding is if I jump, my sword won't sweep. Let's try that. No, that didn't work. Alright. Alright, we got our zombie villager, and there's a friggin' spider in there too. Alright, that's alright. We can do this. Let's go a little further. Cut another hole. Right. Alright. Go a little further. Okay. There's a creeper in there too. We have to deal with that creeper. We gotta deal with the creeper without killing our zombie villager. Wow, he really pushed that spider right out of the way. Where's the creeper? There he is. There he is. We can just take out that creeper. There we go. Alright, we're in better shape now to trap that zombie villager. I know there's still a spider running around in there. There he is. Okay. Okay, Mr. Zombie Villager. We're ready for you, sir. Almost. Almost. Anybody up here? No, good. Come on up here. Good boy. Alright, now come down here and get me. Come on. Come and get me. Attaboy. Attaboy. Yeah! Whew. Okay. Okay. Now. Holy smokes, that was a pain in the neck, huh? Alright, so now it's all lit up down here. Nothing else can spawn. So that issue is resolved. So now what we need to do is zap this guy with the potions. Yeah, hi. You even got an item in your hand, so you can't despawn. Finally, fate works in my favor. Alright. Hey, little dude. Tell you what, have one of these. Okay, good. That worked. And now we gotta give him the apple. That's it. You heard that noise, right? See those red swirls? That means that he is going to change into a regular villager. Whew. Okay. It would appear that our villager has been cured. He's a shepherd. And for wool, he'll give us emeralds, and for 4 emeralds, he'll give us shears. Hello, Mr. Shepherd. I'm sure you don't want to be down here. But you can just stay put for now. Alright. Now I have to figure out... Yeah, no, villagers won't despawn. And it's all lit up down here, so nothing's going to spawn here and get them. So, I think we're good. Just want to plug up some of these openings. Okay, I used the last of the iron I had, turned it all into rails. And I also used a little gold to make some powered rail. And I think this will get us up to the entrance to the mine. The entrance to the underground resource center. And then I'll have to come back and rip all this rail back up and use some of it to get our little friend here to the bungalow. So, here goes nothing. Did that work? No. My little friend, you are difficult. Alright, now he just needs a nudge. Go! There he goes. Alright. Why? How would that happen? Why would that happen? Why would that happen? Come on. Go. And he goes right through me. How do you figure? Comes back down. Those rails being unpowered should stop him. Good. Alright, let's pick this up. He's coming back down. What are you doing? Give me a break. There we go. Well, we stopped him. At the very least, we stopped him. Come on, buddy. Go up. Go up. Go up. Go up there. I don't know what the problem is. How is he coming up? I am confused-icated. This is a comedy of errors. Okay. Oh, my word. Almost want to take a furnace minecart and push him. Minecraft will find a way to make that not work, so... Okay, can I at least get you up there? Not without difficulty, huh? Alright, well, you're messing in my face. I'm going to do this, and then that. And of course that didn't work. Break that. Break that. Now we'll do that. Perfect. And he's parked. Not sure why it's taking this much effort. I don't remember it being this difficult the last time I did this. Go! Kill it! Yeah. Yeah, he's coming back. Up you go. Up you go. Up you go. Up you go. Go on. Over the powered rail, big boy. Nope. Nope. Over that last powered rail. Go on. Bing. Oh, Jesus. Go. Alright, so now all we gotta do is get him up there. And probably the easiest way to do that is to go from here. So, like that. Alright. Go! Go on, bruh. Zoom! Okay, now, I left powered rail at the other end. I should have pushed him right off the end of the rail. It did. So now, can I right-click on the minecart and get in? No, too much to ask for. I don't want to hit the guy. There we go. Wow, that was difficult. Alright. Alright, now we know villagers are endless trouble, so you kind of have to idiot-proof wherever you're going to keep villagers. You have to idiot-proof it, because they will find a way to kill themselves. So we don't have any cactuses. That's good. So we don't have to worry about him running into a cactus and killing himself. There is that fire over there. This one's covered. Hey, dude. What do you think? You like the place? And out he goes. Okay. So, I spent a lot of time trying to remodel the area to be safe for the villager, and the more I did, the worse it started to look. It was really beginning to ruin the aesthetic of the place. And I didn't want to ruin the aesthetics. I wanted to keep it, you know, looking as it was. He made a mess out of these crops. He replanted them all. I had them in nice, neat rows, and now they're all over the place. Thanks a lot. So what I ended up doing was I ended up just running fence around the outer edge of the bungalow platform, putting gates at each of the stairways, which, as you know, villagers can't use. They don't know how to use gates. So he just stands up there during the day, looking at all the things he'd like to get down here and get into and get himself killed doing. But he can just stay up there. And I moved Nicky down here to the steps, so that he isn't hiding behind the fence, because Nicky's no trouble at all. On this side, I had to extend the platform out by a couple, which required me to push this stairway out by two blocks. But it doesn't look that bad. I think it came out looking okay. I filled in the area with bushes so that it wouldn't look so weird. I think it looks alright. Still has a nice look to it. So now we have our Castaway. Hey, buddy. How you doing? What do you think? You like the place? That looks like a nice screenshot. Let me just... and now he's gone. Okay, no screenshot there. I was just thinking, let's update the map. We have done a little bit of remodeling. Let's get that back up there, just so that the map is up to date. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, there's a little more greenery here. I added some more greenery around the waterfall. There were just so many places he could get into trouble. For starters, this. You know what's going to happen. He'll just stand out there until he dies. He's not that smart. Other places he could get into trouble, right here. You know he's going to walk off the edge and go down there and get stuck in the water and probably drown. Or wander into the mine, or fall down the well. There was just too much. I kept adding fences all over the place, and then I had to remodel the grounds, and then it just was looking worse and worse and worse. And I said, "This is horrible." So I just basically built a fence around the bungalow, and I think it looks pretty good. I think one of the things I was thinking is it probably would look nice with a fence around it, and you know, it doesn't look that bad. I think it looks pretty good. All right. Well, I think that's enough for one episode. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll come back for the next episode of Oyster Boy Survives. I think we're going to do a little bit more of the story about that underground resource center. As I hinted at a couple of episodes ago, I think the mining operation is just going to be a cover story. And that means we can do some cool things in there. There might be something really, really secretive going on in there. So we'll have to explore that in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye.